what's this generative fill that everybody's talking about, where they just click a button and things pop up in their image that wasn't there before? I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that here in Photoshop, right here, right now. Let's go. All right, boom, I'm sure you heard of Generative Fill. If you are following Photoshop, and it's one of those AI features that everybody's using, I'm gonna say everybody, but most people are using to create content around the images that they take. You might have taken an image, and actually start to manipulate it and make selections and try to grow it or create backgrounds. Well, Generative Fill makes it super easy, and that's why we're sharing with you right here, right now. So with that being said, you're pretty much gonna open Photoshop. We're continuing from the previous video where we show you how to edit a Photoshop photo. So if you wanna watch that video, make sure you go back into our playlist and watch the how to edit your Photoshop photo in Photoshop. Edit your profile picture, edit your photography in Photoshop. So with that being said, we're just gonna hop right into it. So we're gonna use this as the base, right? So let's say you just pull in your image into Photoshop just like this. You had an image just like this. First thing you want to do, we have it set as a reference there, but first thing you want to do is go ahead and make a copy of it. It's not going to be called reference, so you want to make sure you want to keep the original version, but make a copy, and we're going to call this working. This is going to be a working copy, right? After you do that, you want to go ahead and hit select, subject, and it's going to calculate where is the subject in this image, right? Let's give it a second. It's on this screen where it's like doing the calculation. I want to pull it over so at least y'all can see. There we go. The progress is there. Boom. So after it does its calculations and selects, then you want to just hit this button. Generative Fill automatically pops up. So you want to hit this button. But again, we want to make another copy first before we hit that. So I'm going to make one more copy. Boom. In this second copy, I'm going to hit this mask button. So I want to keep myself, but I want to fill in the background. So now what happened is I essentially selected myself and everything behind me is transparent. This is the original image. If you control click that mask, it'll make that selection again. Now we're going to go back into the original one where we want a generative fill. Let's call it that. Generative fill. So we won't get lost here. Let me call this person. After you do that, you want to go ahead and with that selection, you want to increase it a little bit because you don't want it to start to fill in and have an outline where you are. So you want to grow that selection or modify it and expand it probably by like 3 pixels. I have 8 pixels here. That's fair enough. 8 pixels. So you want to expand it by 8 pixels, and you can see it moves outside. So you don't want to be right on the line because you want to make sure it fills everything. So then we're going to do generative fill. Well, actually, before we do that, we're going to do content aware fill. Edit. Make sure it's the rasterized layer first. The rasterized layer allows you to edit it so it's not a smart object. Edit, fill. Pull this down so you can see. Go down to content aware. Boom. And what content aware, hopefully the results I get is it's going to put all of this background, this blue background, and remove me completely. So it's going to take all of the information and be like, okay, I see what you're trying to remove, and try its best to interpolate what is there, what's not there, and what is there, or what could be there. It's a feature that's been around for a couple years. It's not as awesome as generative fill, but see, now it tried its best to try to figure out like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, right? You're just trying to remove that thing that you had selected. So that's exactly what we did. Boom. So now we have our person, which we'll be able to move anywhere on the screen. We have our background, and we'll have our generative fill. So that's how you do a regular content aware fill. Content aware fill. Boom. Now the generative fill, let's say we select our whole thing and we're like, we select this whole layer. Well, let's just select one thing, right? Let's just say in this part, because we already have our things separated, in this part we want to put a desk. So you want to hit generative fill and say office desk. It's going to calculate. I don't like that one. Let's see another version. That one's dope. See another version. All right, let's put me in front of it first. Okay. So office desk might be, it's putting the office, and again, it's something you play around with, but it's putting it a little too close. So what I'm going to do is remove that. It looks like it put the generative fill on another layer. But remove that. What we'll do is select everything and say generative fill Miami condo, New York, no, Miami penthouse condo living room with floor to ceiling glass windows overlooking the downtown bay. I never put a prompt in that long, but we about to see. I'm gonna give you, hey, this is the test. Right? This is the test. Let's see what happens. Let's see how good it is. I'm known for breaking stuff. That's actually not that bad. Outside of the windows don't look that great, but that's actually pretty good, right? Now the beautiful thing about generative fill, right? The beautiful thing, you can treat it just like Photoshop. So let's say we like most of this, but we wanna maybe select everything outside of these windows and change that background. Like, I like the room, I don't like the and you can do this. I'm trying to do this the fast way, but it's better you to do it the long way by actually using the lasso tool or something. guesstimating on it. Oh, there's a couch right there. Boom. Shit. Boom. All right. Let's just for the keeping this short. Let's just do it like that, right? So then we can do generative fill again, like. Oops, I forgot some panels there. Oh well. But I think you're gonna get the idea, right? That's cool. Okay. Let's get rid of this ugly couch. We're gonna do it with the lasso tool this time. Get rid of this ugly couch. Luxury couch and coffee table. I would take that away. I wanted the office. We gonna have a digital realm office right here. I like that though. I like that though. But we gonna have a. I say in-home production live stream setup. Crazy, right? Crazy. But who cares? Let's do it. Let's see what it looks like. That looks weird. What kind of what the heck is that? We can scroll through and see what else we get. It's like trying to mix the couch in. This is getting closer. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's to get thrown off by live production. I put studio. I meant studio. Let's see if it's smart enough to actually realize the typo. Nope. Alright, so no typos, y'all. No typos. Let's see. That floor is looking crazy to me. Like that floor does not look good. I kind of, even though that's not what I asked for, I'm rocking with that though. I like that. I like that. I like. Hold on, before I even do that. So can I go back? Yeah. So if you go into history, you can go back to see the other results too. I like that too. Okay. Put a studio camera right here. Maybe I have to do it. I'll have to do it piece by piece. Like I have to build out my own set. And I'm curious, should you work from front to back? Like start with the skyline first, and then be like, okay, make it look through bay windows. You know, the camera's looking the wrong way, but okay. Okay, telescope. Perspective's off on that one. This is the best looking one as far as perspective goes, but it looks like a telescope more than a camera. This one's just way off. I might start going live, just critiquing AI, like from a production, from an actual content creator's point of view, like what's messed up about this part, that part, this part, that part. Like this tile is just thrown. Like I'm gonna be the one to say it. The tile is fucked up, but and I don't even know I'm supposed to say that on live, but it is what it is, right? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that camera away. All right. Let's see. Let's change the ceiling fan. I don't even know what this is. Some type of stardust. Modern ceiling fan. Modern. High end. Light fixture. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Come on. 7s, 11s. No. This one here, this one here, for one, what's even holding this up? Like this little string is supposed to be holding that up? Then it looks super CG, like the lighting is totally off. Like the lighting doesn't even make sense right here. That mug just looks bad. I would, if this was a 3D scene that somebody built out, I'm like, okay, what happened? Put some HDR on that light fixture. Like it doesn't match the room. This one at least matches the aesthetic. I still don't know how it's connected, but at least it matches the aesthetic. I don't have to say nothing about that one. So we're gonna roll with this one because it at least matches, right? All right. One thing I want to do. Let's make this nighttime. Let's do this, and I'm gonna probably go back. I'm just playing. And I want to say there has to be a there is, I know there is a science behind how you build this out using AI. Because first and foremost, first things first is that our new nighttime does not match our interior. The interior still looks like daytime, right? And it's creating all of these layers. Yeah. I like this balcony though. But essentially you can play around with it. I'm gonna let you play around with it. Then throw your image on top. Again, throw your image on top. Do a little bit of color grading and things like that to make it match. Again, we're not going to go into that. So do a little color grading, make it match, and just boom. That's how you do that. What are these buttons? That's one thing I'm already know I'm now noticing I don't like. I don't like that it creates new layers. Like, let me create the new layers. Like, it's just adding layers on layers on layers. What if I want to just scroll through which ones I want, right? What if I don't want to add new layers? I just want to scroll through and see what I want to eventually add. I mean, at the end of the day, that first light fixture is way better than that second one. And we can go back to the original image with the ugly couch. And boom. It could be like that too. So, I mean, yeah. It could be like that too. I'm curious, real quick before we hop off. I'm curious. What if I do something like this? Let's say we remove this background. Remove all of this stuff. I'm going to delete all of this stuff. We're going to start from scratch again. Because now we know at least it creates new layers. If we have our alpha channel selected, boom. We do a selection, modify, contract, that means bring it in. We're going to bring it in by 8 pixels. Like so. Then we're going to do our generative fill. Let's do video production studio. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Didn't mean to do that. I had the selection the wrong way. But with that being said, look at that. I'm gonna start over again. Make the selection, invert the selection, we'll modify, contract 8, then invert that selection. You can hit that by Control-Shift-I or select invert. Where's the invert? somewhere around here. Inverse right here. So now we're going to do that generative fill. Let's see. Let's see. Boom. Just like that. Look like they tried to put something in my hand or something. Try to. That monitor is huge. Perspective is all off. But again, AI is trying. It has work to do, clearly. It has a lot of work to do. But it's trying. So with that being said, boom. That's how you essentially use the generative fill. Play around with it. Again, you're going to have to, if this is your way of working, you're going to have to learn how to talk like a machine to, I guess, get it to do exactly what you want. Even in this generative fill type of method, like, look at the brick. Like, it just doesn't. Conceptualization, sure. Final product, never. So, with that being said, hey, keep that in mind for your brand. So, boom, there it is. We got to kind of show you how to use the generative fill to kind of, if you want to say conceptualize some things where you can build some things out in Photoshop, but at the same time, I wouldn't recommend using it for a final product to represent your brand. But if you just want something, a quick mock-up that you can create a quick sketch or get the quick ideas out there where you can put the prompts in, a great tool to use to where you don't have to, use a lot of time with creating those designs. So that being said, generative fill is a good tool to use if you want to conceptualize some stuff. But again, once you have that conceptualization, I highly suggest that you take it to the big programs that are made to do exactly what you're trying to do. Again, hopefully this inspires you at least to do that one thing that takes you closer to goal. And if you're in Creator Academy and you're using the generative tool, I don't even know. I still don't know if I said that right. But generative tool to create your concepts, that's a perfect starting point to take it right into After Effects, Blender, Photoshop even, but pulling in all of your different elements. Again, how we kind of pointed out that towel on the floor, maybe you go find towel on the internet or towel textures that you can use as a surface to build that out to make it look right. Perspectives were off, all kinds of things were off in the image. I know you noticed it, but again, AI is working to get better at these things, and you can continue to get better at using AI to, again, make those concepts better for yourself. But with that being said, do that one thing that takes you closer to goals. And if this actually inspired you today, then share it with somebody else to inspire them, because more than likely, if you are watching this right now, people who are in a similar situation and who are curious about content creation and things like that, they want to know about these things too. So make sure you like this video so it gets spread to other people just like you, paying it forward so we can spread the knowledge. But then also in the comments, let us know how you use generative fill. Like, have you used it? Are you even considering using it? Did this even help? As far as just like, okay, at least I know how to get to where generative fill is so I can try it out. Again, you kind of got to see how we used it for, I want to say this is the third time we've used it, so we're not masters of it, but at the same time, it's like, it's a cool tool, but again, very good for conceptualization and not a final product. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe also to our channel so you'll be notified when we go live or when we're recording, just like this. So with that being said, hey, everybody who is watching us live right now, you just got to see 3 Creator Academy courses created in one live session. So we will be editing this up and chopping it up so it will be available for the Creator Academy. So if you want to rewatch this or rewatch the shortened version that's all polished up and edited nicely, then make sure you join the Creator Academy, where you can do that at digitalrem.com. Oh yeah, let me stop recording.